Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel, Made in Heaven for You, Tarot. I'm doing the reading for the week of November 16th to November 22nd, 2015. I'm doing the theme Challenge, Advice, and Resolve. I'm using my ULN deck again. I've had this deck for years, but I don't usually read here with it. I was using it only for myself, but I started using it too to read here, so I hope you like it. And I might be changing it up to down the road and adding in some other different kind of decks and oracle cards. But this week we have the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Cups. With all the cups represented, we know this is all about water. Water is the emotions. We are still in the time of Scorpio. Actually, we'll finish up this week in Scorpio, so that's a water sign. Okay. And the theme for the week we're looking at is a very beautiful card. We have the Nine of Cups. Now, if we look at the Nine of Cups, this represents Jupiter and Pisces. Jupiter ruled Sagittarius. However, in ancient astrology, Jupiter also ruled Pisces. It's quite at home there, actually, is dignified in Pisces. So we have this beautiful young, let's say, high priestess, if you will, in the deck, because she ties into that energy. And she has all these beautiful cups around her. She's out in a beautiful field. She has a very calm, serene look on her face. Now, with this card having Jupiter and Pisces, Jupiter we know is about expansion and growth. Jupiter is, as we've talked about, that great benefic planet. It likes to give you things. It likes to expand things in your life. It likes to bring you health, wealth, abundance, blessings, money. If it's fame, anything that you're doing that you are setting your intentions on worth manifesting, it is going to expand. On the low vibrational frequency, if you're living your life in an opposite other than what is appropriate for you, things that are too much drugs, too much alcohol, drinking. The old cup, the old adage was wine, women, and song. But on an equal term, women today are doing, wine, men, and song type of thing. But that's an abundance of that too, or expansion of your waistline, putting on weight. If you're not taking care of your health, it exacerbates unhealthy. So you have to look at it in the upper and lower, higher and lower vibrational frequencies of what's going on here. And Pisces is your 12th house, and that's all about your spirituality and your psychic abilities. Spirituality, what the hell was that? But spirituality and psychic abilities. Now, I'm going to look at it with the 9. The 9 also talks about something coming to an end. And as things end, something new has to start, which is always good. Change is inevitable. Change has to happen for things to progress. And sometimes you're sorry things change. And other times you're saying you're so glad things change. So embrace it for what it is, and knowing that if something good is ending, something different is coming to you. If something that wasn't that good for you is ending, something new is starting. So with this card, this is actually a card of many blessings. This is the wish card in many decks, they typically call it. It's everything that you wish for coming true. These are all the sensual pleasures in your life, but they also represent things that make you feel good. Because we're looking at Jupiter, we're looking at, yes, it could be material things. It could be about love. It could be about health. It could be about wealth. So this card to start off the week is saying this is going to be a very good week. If you are a spiritually in tune person or looking to expand on your spirituality, your psychic abilities, your intuition, this is the theme for you for this week. There shall be expansion and growth for you while this whole Jupiter and Pisces, which is very comfortable in that house, and then that's his home kind of feeling. And with that high priestess energy, male, female, it's talking about a heightened intuition this week. So tap in, turn on, tune in, start listening and paying attention, because this is a good week for you. Emotionally, it feels like you're going to be feeling very fulfilled this week. So if your relationship hasn't been going too well, it feels like you're getting there, the relationship's stabilizing and improving. If you've had arguments with friends, family members, or even co-workers, it feels like a healing going on here and things improving for the week. If it is you haven't been feeling too great, physically feeling, you know, that's so important for us to have that complete homeostasis and feel good. That should be improving for you too. So it does look like it. This is called the God of Good Fortune, this card too, in different astrology. So this is a very good week for us in general to expand on the things that make us feel good. Just take it easy. If it's a weekend and you're going out partying, just take it easy. I know the holidays are coming. Everybody's pre-holiday partying and all the ball games and stuff, you know. Just be careful of drinking or partying a little bit too much. Okay, then the challenge we have is the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know what's wrong with me today. It's like I've got my nose fixed, my mouth don't work. The Queen of Pentacles represents Capricorn. Now, we've talked about our Capricornian energy. This is the earth sign. This is that earth energy. He or she represents a very stable, ground individual, a very good, loving parent. This is the type of parent that works so hard for everything they have, and their joy in life is to spoil their loved ones with gifts that benefit them from their hard work. So it's like she works or he works so hard, and all their money they just spend on the people they love. That's their joy, to see their kids or their family, loved ones having presents, having nice things. You know, this is very Virgo, Capricorn, and even Taurus energy, because Taurans love to accumulate. What can I have? Capricorns are very hard workers, and they want to see results of their hard work and be praised for it. And Virgoans are very hard workers, people of service too. So this energy with this Capricornian energy, this is saying for us the challenge this week. And there's those poppies again, which is funny because the poppies are the opiates. You know, you get heroin out of it, and that's another mind-altering or hallucinogenic inducing state. We had this in a card last week too with the Three of Pentacles. So because of this Piscean energy that's going on, I'd say it's also tying into that induced trance state or induced tapping into spirit. I don't use anything to tap in. I go within myself because that's where my power is. But many people need something to stir that up for them to tap into their higher source. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it just says be responsible. This is saying our energy for the week is we need to work hard for the things that we're looking to manifest into our lives, or things that we're looking to change right now in the present. Okay, that new moon ritual is past us, so hopefully you've set your intentions. You can always manifest what you want. This queen does represent, though, the material world. This is the physical plane, the things that you could bring into your life. So if you're spending a little too much, you know, the holidays are coming, you know. You might start your holiday shopping, your Christmas shopping. I don't care, I said it, Merry Christmas. Okay, or your Kwanzaa, whatever, you know, you're spending. People just had Ramadan. Maybe you're spending too much money doing things above your budget. She's very responsible with her finances. Budget yourself. Okay, challenge yourself to do that. Ground yourself. Instead of going in the store and just going cray. Oh, I would love this. And then you go home and say, what was I thinking? All right, try and be responsible in what you're doing with your finances. If you are feeling off ground, when you're not physically feeling right about yourself, look at that. Pay attention to that. It could just be that it's something the way that you're eating, the stress levels that you need to adjust, and you may need some downtime to back up, de-stress, decompress, eliminate those negative things that I talk about, okay? So work on that this week. And the queen, again, is male or female. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter if you're a Capricorn or if you're an Aries or if you're a Gemini. You can apply this to your life because we all take on different energies of the different astrological signs, and we're all affected by each and every planet as it moves through and transits our charts, our astrological chart. So this week, being very Capricornian, all of us put on our Capricornian crowns, okay, and work it, okay? Responsibility, dedication, work hard at whatever it is in your life that's going on. This is a general reading, so apply it to what it is in your life right now that you have this abundance of, or expansion, and it could be abundance of something that's not really that healthy or appropriate for you, that you need to reevaluate it and bring it back into a stable, grounded situation where you're balanced and you're not overdoing it, working hard at keeping things stable. Your finances are in check. If you're looking at that house, that car, whatever it is, just make sure you're staying within a budget or something that's workable or doable for you, so that after the fact, it's not something that you're just overly stressed on. In our advice, we have the Seven of Cups again. This came up a couple of times. And our Seven of Cups is Venus in Scorpio. And this card actually covers November 13th to November 22nd. So it still ties into what this reading for the week would be. So the advice is, with the 7, this is a mystical number. And we see that our individual here, again, this could be our young high priestess, is looking, and could be a male, is looking at all the possibilities in their life. There are so many things that you could fill these cups with. These are all possibilities. These are things that we dream about, fantasize about, desire, long for, lust for, things that we feel we want to bring to us. Again, in this instance, it can represent things that are both spiritual and material in the physical with these cups. It's something that emotionally we feel a deep desire for. So we're looking at our young high priestess. There's butterflies all around in this card, so these are new beginnings. She's got her hands out. That's great, because you know when you have your hands out, even people meditate, they have their hands open because you're receptive. And that's what we want to be, vessels of reception. You know, every day you could even say, I align myself with source energy. I am in the vibration of receiving abundant blessings in my life today. Thank God, thank Allah, thank source, whatever you want to say. Thank me, whatever you want to say. It doesn't matter if that's your higher self. And this is talking about focusing on what it is that will give you the most pleasure at this time that you're looking for in your life. What is going to make you feel good? What is going to make you feel loved? What is going to make you feel satisfied? What is going to make you feel successful? What is going to make you feel healthy physically? All the things that you would feel, because that's what each of these cards represents, something else that you can feel. So this week, you're looking at trying to take control. The 7 is also control and turning into the mystic. And again, with this Piscean energy here. And Scorpio is that of, oh yeah, that's all about the occult and the mysteries, mysticism, all right, all the magic that we work in our lives. So it's talking about, start thinking about all your possibilities and making responsible choices. It's okay to fantasize and dream. That's all part of the process to bring things to us. Look at them as realistically as you can, though. With the 7, we're saying take control. Start weeding through all those many things and start to look at the long term of it for you. Because of this Capricornian energy, I'm saying we're still going to feel very grounded. That's what we're talking about, being grounded here with this Queen. Let's look for something long term. If you're looking for something fleeting and you just want something quick and it's done, okay, good. That's one cup out of the way. But if you're looking for certain things that are going to sustain, focus on those. Keep all that beautiful energy, focus of desire on those 2 big things that you really want. All the other things, maybe you could just, like I say, eliminate the negative and accentuate all that positive to bring it to you. And then in our resolve and our outcome, another Cups card. That's why I feel like this is all about our emotions and how we're feeling. This is the 4 of Cups, and this is the Moon in Cancer. The 4 is also about a completion, okay? Something is solidified. Now, she doesn't look too happy here. She's got the cups up right in front of her. So we're saying, okay, these cups are full with her desires. You know, here we had the 7, and I was talking about narrowing it down. Maybe you didn't focus on the thing that was best suited for you or that you wanted the most. And maybe you scattered your thoughts on a few different things. So you didn't get it in the best way, it didn't come to you in the best outcome, or you didn't get it. And you might be feeling a little sulky over it, like, you know, again, this is our young high priestess in these cards, 3 of the cards, all right, especially with the Moon. All is not lost, okay, because this card usually talks about disappointment. And that could be, you're disappointed. Let it go. All right, it didn't work out to the best for you. Look at it in a positive. What good is coming out of this? What is coming to me that's better for me or the best for me? Because like I've said to you in the past, you could manifest something to you very quick and it's fleeting and it didn't satisfy you. If you can manifest and wait knowing that it comes in divine time and it's the best outcome, then it's kind of sweet. You know, you really like it more. But let's just say there's another cup floating above her. So let's say that still as above, she's below. She's in the earthly plane. This other one is still floating around above her. She hasn't brought it to her yet. It's one of those other cups. All right? And it could be, you know, the Publishers Clearinghouse, you know, woohoo, ka-ching. It could be that beautiful, beautiful woman that you've had your eye on, or that gorgeous guy that you've been wanting in your life, or your relationship healing, or your relationship ending. Because let's face it, sometimes relationships are so bad and so toxic, you just said, geez, I wish I could get the hell out of this relationship. Maybe that's it too, and you'd feel better about that. Your health, your schooling. Again, let's apply it to anything that's going on in your life, and look at this generally as, although you have these things before you in your life that, yes, they do satisfy you, it isn't the Holy Grail. And you're waiting on the Holy Grail. Just know it's still there. Keep your intentions in a happier, higher, loving note. Sitting there with that kind of sulky energy, I tell you, is going to bring more of that to you. What you're not grateful for, you'll have more in your life that you're not grateful for. When you can just focus and say, okay, look up. I still have these 3 cups. I am grateful for them. Yeah, it's not really making me as happy as I really want to be, but I'm happy and I'm grateful. Then you'll have more in your life to be grateful for. And then that Holy Grail that's hovering above you, and I look at it as it's like divine intervention, the hand of God bringing it to you. Be careful in the situation that you're feeling so sorry for yourself or disappointed or angry or grieving that it wasn't what you wanted, or it didn't turn out so good, or you never got it, or you picked the wrong thing. Don't do that to yourself, because at the moment, if you picked that, and that came to you, how could you be wrong? You can change your mind. It's okay. The universe doesn't poo-poo on you, okay? They just say, okay, fine. If you picked that, you got it. Now you decide it's not as good, you'll get something else. So just know then, keeping that positive focus is going to bring that Holy Grail to you. It's just that sometimes it's going to take longer than you wanted it to. But in the end, it will be the best. And really, that's what we always want, the best. So look at it that way, like in that Marigold Hotel movie. I love when he says, you know, in the end, everything will be all right. And since it isn't all right, then it isn't the end. That's a great way to look at it. Just know, in the outcome of this week, the resolve, if something that you were very hopeful for didn't pan out for you at the end of the week, it's coming. Keep your energy up and positive, but be grateful for the experience or the people that you learned, whatever you got out of this, and say what good is coming out of this. If it did come to you and it wasn't as good as what you thought it would be, or you're disappointed, hey, it's okay. Sometimes you buy something over at the store, you bring it home and say, geez, I really thought it was going to be nicer in the house, or it fit me better. And you're disappointed, and you can't bring it back, or you do bring it back. It's okay. This is that's how you have to look at it with the universal wishes that you put out there. Sometimes what you wish for and want to bring to you isn't the best. But you're not going to know that until you do it and experience it. How would you know? So forgive yourself, let it go, and just say, okay, chalk one up for experience. It's not right, it's not wrong. It just didn't feel as appropriate or best for me as I thought it would be. Okay. Well, this is a really nice reading. I'm looking forward to it for me too, because I'm like thinking, oh, good, I hope this is a great weekend. So keep a positive outlook. I know there are times that you don't have anything you feel to be positive about, but you're standing up or you're sitting down or you're breathing, right? You can still think. Even if you feel like crap, you could still think laying there. Keep saying, my body is healing itself and restoring me to a natural state of health and wellness. I'm grateful for the things going on in my life. Okay, it's not really the way I want it to be, but I know this is leading me to the best outcome for me. do work on the positivity. And I know there are times you just feel like crap and you don't want to think positive because you're pissed off or you're unhappy, you're heartbroken. That's okay. Respect that process. Let your body go through that. And then release it and refocus onto something that you can look at that does bring joy to you or at least uplifts you in some way. The music that you can relate to. You know, sometimes when you're down and depressed, you sit there and listen to music that is really down and depressing. And I get it. I've been there myself. Go through that process if you have to for a day or two. But don't stay there. Again, that's that darkness, is that deep Scorpion energy coming off of this new moon. You can go within the depths of yourself, find that sorrow and misery, work with it, and then, you know what? Change the music. Flip the station. Change the scenery. Go outside. You know, do something. Put on a movie that's going to make you laugh. Whatever it is. You know, kitty videos on YouTube that are funny, or puppies. Change that energy. Change the scene. Okay? Respect that darkness, that deepness. Draw something creative out of it if you can, as an artist of some sort. Go there for that depth. Search and seek what you need. Work it out, de-stress, decompress. Recharge yourself. Reflect, okay? Especially with all this Moon and Cancer energy that's going on here, the Venus and Scorpio energy that's going on in Jupiter and Pisces. We need to do that. Look at that. Face it. And then let it go. We will be going into Sagittarius, which is, you know, Mr. and Miss Happy Fun Time. So for now, let's use this month, that, like I said in the beginning, to go within the depths of ourselves. Search and seek it out. The things that we don't care for about ourselves, face them and embrace them. The things that we want to change, change them. Shift. New paradigm. And welcome in this transformative energy that Scorpio is giving us before we enter into Sagittarius, which is our time of expansion and growth. All right, so this Plutonian energy, everything that's hitting us right now, let it go through your body. And give yourself this month of healing and recharging and rebirthing. Rise like the phoenix. Okay? So when I talk to you again, we'll be in Sagittarius. I hope you have a great weekend if this gets up soon enough. And if not, it looks like you have a beautiful week. I do always wish you the best, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.